you got a Necrophos, you could kind of make the argument that maybe the Ember could also contribute quite a bit of damage. He's going to be able to survive. You know what, I do like... In fact, never mind that for a second, because he's just being chased down, but I do like what this Nyx Assassin is doing. Now, mind you, he has given First Blood away to the mid-tiny, so maybe it's not that great. But the fact that he has split up the tri-lane of
taking that lane, getting all the farm he'd want. 1-3 has been able to drop
one
bot.
And 3 heroes up towards that top side, mid one. I don't think he survives this. He'll try though. Refraction is going to make it in time. Still trying to turn around. He does get 1, 2, 3 before he does drop. And so overall, really not too bad for mid one. Because you got the XP, you got the gold. And for SMG, I think you've... Not trying to pressure too much yet. Meanwhile, KB, in a spot of danger. Hishki, he does have the impale up. Just choosing not to throw it out yet, but then does get it eventually. KB now with the Hood of Defiance is just going to try and run away from this. Marvel, he has the Reaper's Scythe, he will commit it, it's still not going to be enough, but eventually with these body blocks, they have the damage. KB is still running away. Hishki is trying to chase him down and eventually does get him. But in the meantime, they will lose Ace. Arfu, he will drop for their trouble, and now Roji also going to be taken out. 1, 2, 3, he'll get a double kill. And so all across the map, a really good set of trades happening here for Lilgun. Because now X123 is going to keep the chase up on mid one and just try to harass him back out in the mid lane as well. Nia ends up dropping Sanctity, able to set up a kill for himself. Already looking pretty bad news as mid one getting caught by the spider, does end up getting punished, and
well, now not really that far ahead in terms of gold, and it's not quite the point you want. Down mid though.
Yeah, charge out. He's got the Ink Swell though, and Sanctity is around to help, so Arfu now is going to be the one in danger. They will keep chasing them down, but the Reaper Scythe down from Marvel, just to make sure Arfu does die as now. They've caught out the Tiny. Chains are there. He will drop. Roji, he's not safe either. Sanctity is just not done. He'll get another kill, and now KB, he is completely out of mana. He might be able to walk out of this, but they are going to get some damage off before he does. KP's only really just here to make sure that tier 1 tower does remain standing. And KP, he does manage to defend it, but he's pretty much going to have to deny it off. And now Hishi's going to show up with the Impale out and the Inkswell follow-up with the Silence. They might just have enough. Marvel, he gets the Death Pulse out. KP's going to try and run, but it will not be enough. They'll continue the chase. The Sanctity now right onto Roji. They will get another. The only bright side was that mid one was able to kill off the Broodmother in the meantime, in case they needed the Ravage. But my goodness, I mean, it's just so much pressure. SMG might be a little bit more pressure coming now as they are staring them down. Up at that top lane, they've got the stun out. Looks like they have caught out Arfu, and it's going to be another. KB, he's around to try and defend, but it's going to be quite challenging. Even as the Tide, he's looking for that nice anchor smash, but now he's going to be caught out. Sanctity right behind him, and there's your Reaper Scythe. It's just too much pressure. Way too much pressure from Lilgun.
For a value pickoff, you're losing a lot of the potential of that Tide when you don't manage to use that spell. You need to find a big fight somewhere.
They are. Avalanche Toss is going to catch out History, and now they might be able to turn. Ace, he's going to be targeted. Mid one going to just try and blow him up, and they'll get him. In fact, now they found Marvel. Sanctity, he's going to just try and run his way out and should be fine, but I can't say the same for Marvel. In fact, never mind. Mid one now, he's going to be focused. Sanctity, he came back in with X123. They'll get the TA kill. They'll find Roji on the AA. They'll look for more. Arfu, he's going to be able to get out, but I can't say the same for KP either, as the chains, they don't quite land, but the chase will continue. X123 trying to close the gap. He will get the bowler off, but it is not going to be enough. So KP, he'll get himself out, but they found the big one in the TA. And KP, he's not safe yet either. Sanctity just keeps moving forward. Another remnant out. Chains, Arfu going to be caught. He does have a charge away, but he charged right into the Necrophos and Marvel. He's going to be able to get the kill. It's just a complete mess. for the side of SMG.
Perhaps just for more damage output. It's going to take a while for that to build up. You can see Lilgun, they don't rest. They just smoke up and go for more.
Oh, mid one don't show up right now, so it could be very dangerous. But they're going to go for the charge. They're trying to blow up the Ember, and they're going to be able to get him. Sanctity, he's gone, but now the Soul Bind's out. Here's She trying to go in for a nice impale. Does only catch out one. KP from the sidelines going to move in with a big Ravage out. It does connect onto two heroes. Fu is going to drop at Marvel. He'll keep moving forward onto mid one with the Spirit Vessel out. They might just have enough. The chat's going to try and help with an Avalanche Toss, but it's not going to be enough. It's just not enough damage. Now they'll surround. They'll get the Tiny as well. SMG are just falling apart in this game one as KP. He gets a massive stack of spiders, but doesn't matter. They'll just keep chasing him down, and eventually they'll get the big tide. Marvel to take another kill off the map, and it's going to be onto the tier 2 mid tower they go.
Trying to burst them down to Tiny. It's just not lining up, and they need to coordinate a bit better as a team there in SMG's end to get that done.
Mid one. Goes form. Already popped. They want to move in, but a nice Ice Blast. But the Impale is also there with the Double Reaper side. Oh, they just blow him up. It's not even close right now as the chance he's going to try and run, but the chains are out from Sanctity. He locks him down. The Tiny is going to try and run, but the Inkswell's going to be there. They even found Rogi and KP. He stuck around a bit longer. Chains aren't going to connect in all fairness, so KP is still safe, but they might just dive the tier 3 tower. I mean, why the hell not?
Oh, goodness.
It's just such a one-sided affair here.
Compared to SMG, they're just so level deprived, farm deprived as well. The high ground's happening now. You do have Ravage.
Boy.
They could try keeping.
They've caught the Tiny again, John. Sanctity, he's been so on target with his initiations on this Ember. And with all these Spiralings around, it's not going to take much work to get this tier 3 tower. In fact, they could probably keep going. They're all so healthy. KP, he has the Ravage, but he has to be careful not to get caught out. They need the Ravage for the fight. There's no choice. Impel's out. Kraken Shell going to interrupt as now the chains are there. Marvel, he'll start moving in. KP already quite low, but an Ice Blast out onto the Necrophos with the Ravage. Is it going to matter? The Nether Strike out onto the Necrophos as well, but now the Remnant in. They found mid one and KP already. There's no buybacks left. Fu, he will be the third to drop. How do you fight this? They might go into the tier 4 towers if you're not lucky. Another one, Rogi. He's gone. GG.
This is you can't fault them there. It was a tough game to bounce back from for the side of SMG. They just dropped way too much early on, arguably on the support role on their side. So they had no worry about 1-2-3's side.
Fair enough. You do have some nice heroes to morph into, but there's a Meepo coming up for Lilgun. Not sure if that's exactly where they're going to throw X123, but you know what, John? I don't mind. It definitely is possible, but it feels like they're going to need a few levels before they can get started.
And this is a lane that Sanctity is pretty alright with controlling, especially if you get the chains off and spirits off.
Oh, as I said, there was no kill potential. Fu's going to get jumped. They'll turn around onto the Ember. Sanctity going to be careful, and he does drop first. Fu is the one to take the first blood gold, and now KP will chase down Ace 12 and might be able to finish off the kill. And that was a very aggressive movement from Sanctity. It does not pay off.
For X123 to build up. I think the hero that's really hurting right now is Sanctity. It's not quite built up on the Ember. They are making moves on it.
Nice Aether Remnant out, but a slider fist dodge on the stun, and now the chain's out. They have caught the chats. Icarus dive in. The Void Spirit is going to burn out to Ace 12. They should be able to get the kill on the Phoenix, but who the hell cares? You got the mid Void Spirit, and that's all they wanted. And of course, Sanctity is still getting himself out unless Fu can find a way in. In fact, Sanctity's going to run right into him. Mid one almost dies to the slider fist. Inkswell not going to land. KB, he'll pop the Rupture. Sanctity, he needs some help ASAP. He's going to try and juke around the tree line, but it looks like he has no way out. And eventually will get punished. for his movements
the
and
Meepo,
well, that's one.
whereas the rest of SMG are steadily getting a trickle up, so have to be cautious with how much you give away here.
Oh, Egg committed. The chance was trying to go for the kill. They are still going to try and rush in. Rogi tried to snipe the Egg. He's not going to be able to do it, though. Marvel, meanwhile, been ruptured up. They might be able to turn now, as the Lycan cannot run away. He will try. He'll at least get a kill onto Rogi, and meanwhile, Mid1 ends up dying to the Lion. Hishki ends up getting the kill, and now they go in mid lane. Fu gonna get caught out, and they'll even find KP. Oh boy. They're just gonna hang around that mid tier 1 tower and wait to see if SMG are gonna move their way in. In fact, now Sanctity gonna spawn out the chance. Aghanim Scepter is gonna be revealed into a nice cookie, but the Sunray is there. Soulbind down, X123. He is right in on top of the Grimstroke. Meanwhile, the chance is still getting taken down. Dissimilate is out, but it is not gonna matter. They'll die for more now. Rogi is trying for the TP, but it is not enough. It's
Not
looking
quite
bad.
as quick. They go back for mid instead.
Yeah, but Hex is out. They've caught the chance. Rupture is there from KP to try and hold them back, but it may not be enough as the poofs are in. KP, he's already gone. Now the ensnares are out. They've caught the chance. He'll try to dissimulate his way out of this one. Do they know where he went though? Remnant towards the south. They've got the right idea, but the chance is going to be able to TP in instead. Arfu got caught in the Grimstroke, and now Mid1. Shotgun, not going to be enough for the Phoenix, and now the Nets are there as well. He is locked down, and he's gone. And John, you know what's really clever about this Helm of the Dominator too?
Is it all?
All of
I
them.
thought it's just one.
All of them.
So with if you buff one, it buffs all of them? Jeez.
Yep. It's an AoE, John. And here we go again.
Oh.
Onto the chance. Cookie, not going to be enough to get into the high ground, but the 4-star will still Remnant forward. Sanctity, he will have none of it. Chains around, they've caught another. KP is set to fall us now an Egg into the base of the tire. Sanctity is not done. He wants a bit more, but the chains are on cooldown. Instead, why not just go for a Rax?
They need a Rupture to hold down one hero, but there's so many Meepos out that even if you pin down, say, Marvel, you have many bigger issues to worry about.
Oh. And again, it snares out Mid1. He's been caught with the Spirit Vessel. Eye of Skadi. It's just so much damage. A nice Inkfall might save the day. Mid1 is going to be able to waveform out. The Spirit Vessel is going to kill him off, though. They still get the kill, and now they're diving the fountain. They want the GG call.
Oh, God.
Lilgun, look at the confidence. Bloodride is down. Does X123 care? Maybe they've gone a bit too far. They'll lose the Aegis. 1, 2, 3, gonna keep going. It snares out. The chat's been caught again. A nice Earth Spike with the Sun Ray to just keep healing them up. Bloodride is there. They are still being dived. Now they'll try to back X123. He'll poof his Meepos away. But I think 1, 2, 3 said all that there is needed to be said, John. This is a real embarrassment here. There's 1, 2, 3. It gets caught by the Cookie. The Ink Sword's a lot of damage. Maybe this time they can kill him, and they will be able to get him. But 2 Rax is down. Mid1 is going to be able to kill off Fishki. Maybe even Ace 12 as the Bloodride silence does kick in. With the snap by Kisses, they'll be able to punish Marvel. He's still using those ancient creeps to try and kill off Arfu. And he might be able to get him as well. That's the worst part. Shotgun is there. Do they have a way to stun? Yeah, they do, but now the chain's in and the Remnant. Sanctity, he's not done. He wants to clean up. Mid1 gonna get chased down by all these creeps. Arfu is gonna try and run with the Inkswell. Sanctity is unable to reach with the Sleight of Fist, but he's making his way over. The vision is there from the Wolves. Rogi gonna get taken down. Is Arfu safe?
Oh my God.
You were correct. It is not an AoE. It was may have been a visual bug that I was looking at, but never mind that, because the chat, he's in onto the line. They've got a great target. But Hishki's going to buy back, which does mean they want to try and fight. And look at Lilgun just start rushing forward into the poofs out from X123. There goes the chance, already being blown up onto Arfu. They'll find another. Now the X been dropped. Can they fight into this? They're going to try. KP trying to go after the Meepo. He can't get him in time. They'll turn again. The waveform will be enough, but is it going to be enough to pull this game back their way? It does not look like a Mid1. He'll call the GG, and Lilgun will be able to 2-0 SMG. And that's a result that I think nobody was really expecting. But
But it also boiled down to execution. Lilgun played really clean. We were seeing the chat.